Good morning, welcome back. Okay, paint's dry, flawless, absolutely perfect, and really happy with the outcome. They're going to look fantastic fully assembled. So that is the task for today. Chuck the forks back together and chuck them in the bike. Now that's pretty straightforward, but before I get started, I want to make a tool for myself today. Make a tool that I should have made myself a long time ago. It shouldn't take half an hour, so let's get into that first, and then we can get into these. Okay, so this tool refers to the damper tube and holding it still inside the fork so you can do the bolt up at the bottom and torque it to the value. Normally the ghetto method is take a broomstick, stick it in the vise, carve the end of it to a point, and then take the point and ram it on there. And the wood will stick inside that hole there and it will hold it in place nicely while you torque it up. Normally works for me, but there's a better way because this particular damper rod for this Triumph has come up with that. This is clever Triumph, thinking it through again as they always do, and they've got this. It's like a 12-sided socket in the end of the damper tube. Now that will take a 30mm Allen key. Now obviously a 30mm Allen key wouldn't fit down inside the fork, so you need a special tool with a 30mm hex on the end of it. Well, there is one, it's about £25. I've never come up with that in a job that I've done so far. I know it exists, but I've never come across one in my practice of doing this, and this will be the first time. So spending £25 on a tool, I don't use it enough. I prefer to buy a tool if I use it often, and if I don't use it often, I prefer to make it. So I'm going to make it. Piece of 30mm hex bar, little offcut. All I've got to do with that is get it to a correct 30mm, because at the moment that's regular bar stock. Its actual measurement with a caliper is 30.5mm. So that's got to go on the belt sander and just machine it down so it's actually 29.8mm, and it will go into that hole nicely, because currently, look, it doesn't go in. Almost. But that's typical. That's 30mm and that's 30mm, and the two same sizes won't go into each other. That's to be a little bit smaller, like all of these things. So that will have to be machined down. When I've done that, it's drill a hole in it, tap it, put a nut and bolt through it so it holds it still, and then I can put a long socket extension on the end, and a little piece of that in there will reach all the way down in the fork and hold that still. So there we are. Need a tool, make a tool. Right, there we are. Fits nice and snug, exactly in the top there. Put an M10 bolt in that, so that's a 17mm head, ordinary socket on top, socket extension bar on that. I can reach all the way down in the fork and hold it still, put the proper torque setting on the damper tube. Fantastic. Needed a tool, made a tool. Saved myself £20 in the process. Right, let's assemble the forks. Right, there we go. Fork legs, refurbished, rebuilt internally and refitted to the bike. Everything so far, absolutely pristine and really happy with the outcome at this point. Now I've still got to fit the light and the clocks and the bars and all the furniture on them, but the next thing is the front wheel and also the back wheel. So in the next video, I'm going to set about both wheels with my angle grinder, and I'm really looking forward to that. So I'll see you then.